Hey guys, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining. Hope you guys are having a good week. Gonna be just decided to stream this. The folks at AeroSphere just sent me this plane literally 20 minutes ago, and had a chance to check it out. It's the Archer 3, Piper Archer 3, which they've had out for a while, but they have put a G1000 in it, which is pretty cool. For those of you that are fans of the Laminar G1000 like I am, now you have an option in the Archer 3 from AeroSphere to have one. And actually, if you own this plane, you get a free update with this to get this. You have the analog version. You get the glass cockpit version for free. You'll get an email from them and get upgraded. But yeah, so it's a pretty nice plane. It's a Piper Archer, an older plane, single engine, not a fast goer, but kind of a low flyer and fun to fly on those day GA trips, if you will. And we're just going to check out the G1000, and we're at Telluride, KTEX in Colorado, sporting the custom Telluride scenery, and we're going to be checking that out. So let me get this music off here, and hope you guys are having a pleasant week. Say hello in the chat. I see Crash there, the FLC Bug Eater. And thanks for joining the stream, guys. So, got the red, black, and this one would actually be very easily adapted to a VR aviation livery. Looks very nice. But again, this is the Archer. Let me just show you AeroSphere's page here. Yeah, it's AeroSphere Simulations.com if you want to check it out. This plane is, it's reasonably priced, $22 for this plane. And again, you get the Steam gauge version, as well as their new project, which again was just released today, actually, with the G1000, which is what we're going to check out. Now, they also have the Seminole, which I've demonstrated before, that has the G1000 as well. I love that plane. That's a twin engine, a little bit faster. Love to fly that plane. This is a static landing gear plane, and it's a classic. The Archer is a classic plane that people love to fly. So anyway, let's if you want to find out more about this, just visit their website, aerospheresimulation.com. And again, the folks, they were kind enough to give me a copy of this plane to check out. So Sim Pilot, how you doing? Nice to see you there. So let's go. Let's check this thing out. All right. So if you haven't flown this in VR, it's very well done. Nice textures. Oops, hold on. Ailerons are there. Elevators there. Very nicely textured. Nice antennas. Nice graphics work. Got your Piper logo there. It's everyone knows the Archer. It's a very pretty familiar plane. I love these. I love this livery though. Nice livery. All right, so let's get inside. You got your G1000 with a gray scale background on the instrument panel, which I kind of like. This is what they did in the Seminole as well. And you've got your Aspen Avionics PFD there as well, which we'll turn on once we get this thing loaded. Sapper, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Yeah, so now this plane is VR ready except for the yoke. You can actually, there's two things that you cannot operate in VR: the yoke and the mag buttons. Everything else works in VR, right? And I know that they're working on the mag buttons, and hopefully they'll be adding yoke support for those who like the yoke. Personally, I don't use that. I use I have a physical yoke, so it doesn't really matter much to me if this is VR or not, as long as I can get to all the switches and dials. And as you can see, when I touch them with the touch controller, they're lighting up green, which is what we like to see. So throttle, mixture, you can even, if I can get down here, yep, let's get that, boom, parking brake, everything. Okay, so that's good news. All right, let me get this guy started up here. Get our arm that. Get our battery on, fuel pump on, mixture in, and we got the starter button right here. Pretty easy start. Get our alternator on. Get our master avionics on, landing lights, nav lights, strobe lights. And you can see the mags are the only buttons that don't work. Every other button works in VR, including the instrument panel lighting, if you will. So, all right. So, yeah, you got the standard G1000. It's the Laminar G1000. Nothing fancy. They do have a different, you can see they've got their own fuel quantity, which I kind of like because it's easier to see it. It's a simple implementation. I can go to system here, and it really doesn't do anything. But go back here. But I like the way they do the fuel quantity because, you know, sitting back here, it's easy to see in VR. Hey, Red Harley boy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. It's easy to see that fuel quantity from a distance. You don't have to lean in to see it. And actually, this is a little different. This is not the standard Laminar. They've put their own take on RPM, EGT, the fuel flow, the oil pressure, oil temperature, and the amps, making it a little bit easier to read, which is nice. Okay, but everything else is, you know, your standard G1000. You got your range, and you got your core setting, and you got your comms and all that stuff, all standard stuff. They do add this little this small PFD over here, which has a compass built in, altitude and airspeed, which is kind of a nice little touch. It's redundant. It's a redundant system. Nice to have redundant systems. Planes I never thought I would never be able to fly in VR are now flyable because of X-Plane fine updates. Well, that's good to hear. And this is another one that you can fly in VR. Let's see, can we do these? Yep. We can adjust the yeah, I guess we can. It's just kind of weird. Sometimes the visors have a weird angle to adjust them. There you go. Get a push-pull like that. I could just get a sun visor. It's kind of cool, actually. I'm putting my touch way up in the air to move that, but it's kind of cool to have that, you know? All right, cool. All right, so that's the G1000. Everything is, your autopilot's on here. You got your flight plan on here. It's a typical standard implementation of the Laminar G1000, except for their own take on the instrument, the engine instrument stack, which I kind of like. If you want to remove the yoke, you can do that just by clicking that. You've got your dimming of the panel if you'd like to. You've got your pitot heat right there. You've got your vents on. You can actually, you have the vent over here that you can, if we can go over here. Is that, oh, that's not touchable. These are your heating vents. Those work. None of the fuses work. Okay. You can close or open the air. See, can we open the door? Yep, we can open the door. Wish you could see him flailing. Ooh. See who flailing? Me flailing? Can we open this little guy? That's kind of cool. Get the extra sound when you open that up. Cool. All right, we can turn that fuel pump off. Oh, waving my arms around. Yeah. Yeah, well, that would take up too much of the screen. I mean, you can, you know, you can get the impression, right? Like you can see right here, I've got the touch controller. If you look on the lower left, you can see the camera with the touch controller, which I would have to have two cameras for you to see that. It just, you know, I think it just works out better this way. In any event, We're going to take this for a little cruise up here in the Colorado mountains. Now, you've got runway 27. Let me just see. Does it have the runway information? No, it doesn't have that. Well, we got runway 27 and 9, 09er. 27 you take off, 09er you'll always land. That's basically the pattern here at Telluride. So let's scoot over to 27 and we'll take off here. I'm going to turn the engine noise up a little bit so you can get a sense for that. There you go. Hopefully you can hear that. Can you guys hear that engine? Yeah, well, that wouldn't be too entertaining, FLC. I don't think people want to see me. I think they want to see these wonderful aircraft. Can you guys hear that engine noise? Probably not. Let me just see if I can raise that up a little bit. No, I don't. I'm still using the Rift. I haven't set up my mic yet. I do have a plan to do that. I haven't set that up yet. All right, let's taxi over to 27. Frame rates are really nice this plane. Considering we're custom scenery here in VR. Actually, let me do this. And I love this Telluride scenery. Oops. Yeah, so my plan is I have a nice Rode K2 mic that I'm going to set up as my new audio setup rather than using the Rift mic. Hopefully that'll improve things, but I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. I've had a bunch of household issues that I've had to deal with the last few days, which is why I haven't been streaming that much, unfortunately. Telluride traffic, Piper 328 Tango Delta. We are taxiing to runway 27 for closed traffic. No, for departure to the west, actually. Telluride. All right, we're going to depart to the west. We'll fly through the mountains a little bit, and then we'll come back. Brakes seem to work really nicely. Ground control is very nice. I think AeroSphere has done a good job improving the handling of the planes. Like, I've been flying their planes for a while now, at least 9 months, I would say. And over the time, they've definitely improved their the handling for sure. Telluride traffic, Piper 328 Tango Delta departing runway 27 to the west. Telluride. All right, there we are. We're on 27. Let's just take a look at this baby from the outside. Looks nice. Already looks like a VR aviation livery right there, boys. I think I might have to pirate this livery and just turn it into a VR aviation livery. I like this plane. Let's see what kind of power we can get out of it. All right, so we've got... now, we're at higher altitude, so I would imagine I'm going to have to get the mixture leaned out pretty quickly upon takeoff. So let's get our flaps to 1 notch there. And we got our tank set to both, I believe. Oh no, you can't. You got to go one or the other. Let's see, can I do that with the... Yep, I could do that with a pointer, which is nice. All right, let me make sure I got enough fuel in here. Hold on. Go to let's go to weight and balances. Let's get enough fuel in here. All right, cool. We got plenty of fuel. All right, let's give her a go. Yeah, I like red too. It kind of stands out. Here we go. Actually, let's set our heading bug. Let's do that manually. So we know where we're coming back to. And here we go. Power up. 2100. Release those brakes. I can hear the thumping of the runway, which is kind of cool. We get ourselves up to, I guess, around 65, and we should be good. And rotate. Yeah, it's definitely got a nice feel to it. Like you have to be, you have to use slight moves to, to control the plane, which is I think is what you really want. Let's get those flaps out of here. Clean up the plane with that. Gonna level that plane off. And where's our EGT? Give us a little power there. Get it up to about 1,000. Look at that view. Wow. Nice. Red certainly looks nice against the snow, doesn't it? And this plane's not going to be a speed demon, right? Going to run probably about 120 knots, just like the C-172 kind of thing. But it's certainly nice for, tight areas, easy to control, that sort of type of flying. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the thing about the Telluride scenery. I mean, he could only do so much, but the areas that they did do are very cool. And actually, the airport itself will have more snow depending on what the date is that you're flying. So if you're flying, like I think I have it set for March, so it'll show as more thawed where the airport is. But if you have it set for like February, it'll be all snow. Like let me show you. I can probably just do that right now. If I go to here, flight config, and I go time customize. See, I have it for March. So if I turn this to January, oh, I'd have to reload the scenery. But if I reload the scenery, then it would show it all like snowy and white stuff. So yeah, flies very nice. Fly up this canyon, see how far the snow goes. Low and slow is the way to go. I like low and slow. In fact, I don't know if you guys watch Baron Pilot on YouTube, if you follow his channel, but he posted a video today of him taking a flight in, what is it called? An air cam. It's an air cam. It's a twin engine, low horsepower engine plane that has like it's a really older plane, but it's designed for like low and slow flying, and it's very cool. I like low and slow. No, actually, if we go over this way, if we get a little bit of elevation here, you getting your virtual reality fixed today? Yeah. Oh yeah, isn't your Crash? You had said your GPU is out to lunch, right? Now, if we fly over here, we should fly over the ski lodge. See a little town down there. There's the top of the mountain. You can see right against that white snow the ski lifts and stuff, which is pretty cool. There's the resort area, all the ski lifts. They're not operating right now. I guess maybe because of the date or whatever. Oh, a nice golf course uncovered there. Actually, we're getting up to a 130, or we're kind of descending here, so get it up to about 140. I think level flight's going to be around 120, 130, somewhere around there. Yeah, highly recommend this plane. It's a fun plane to fly. If you like the Archer and you're looking for a glass cockpit, I think it's a nice solution. Sorry, guys, I'm just digging the scenery. Definitely a plane that you like to hand fly. Now you look at the side of that cliff, and if you have I have runway contours off, so everything is flat. But if you have runway contours on, that cliff will actually show a lot better than it does right there. Make one more pass, then we'll get in the pattern. I think I believe it's a left pattern here, so. Oh, their nav lights on. Telluride traffic, Piper 328 Tango Delta will be entering on the left downwind for runway 09 full stop landing, Telluride. All right, do our pattern into niner. All right, let's get that first notch of flaps in there. Start to slow that plane down. Get that mixture in. Telluride traffic, Piper 328 Tango Delta, turning left base runway 09. Full stop, Telluride. Telluride traffic, 328 Tango Delta, turning final runway 09, full stop, Telluride. You gotta watch these trees. You got plenty of room between the trees and the threshold. There's I'm kind of a little high here. This will be we got a lot of runway to work with. Not the greatest approach, but we have to watch those trees anyway. So get over that threshold, and then we'll get ourselves centered here. Has nice ground sounds, that's for sure. Let's get this brakes on here. Kind of sliding all over the runway. Taxi over to GA and we'll check out a replay of the landing. Should be an interesting replay. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
All right. Well, good to go there. Okay, cool. Let's check out the... Actually, let me get out here by the runway. Probably want to get down here a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see if we can do a replay here. Where's our plane? Should see a reverse taxi here. Here she comes. Let's pause that. Oops. I don't want to be in here. I want to be down there. That's probably good. Here she comes. Nice. That is cool looking at it from down here, that's for sure. Let me just do that again here. Go over here. Mikey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. We're just checking out the replay of this landing here. Coming over those trees. Nice. Hold on, let's do this. There she is. Let's do this. There it is. All right, we'll see the landing here. Pretty good. 3-pointer. Not too bad. Take it. This will roll us back into GA there. So that's the Archer 3 from AeroSphere with G1000. And like I said, you can get this with the... and when you buy this plane, you get the analog and the digital version, or the glass cockpit version, which is nice. So if you want to check that out, check out their website, AeroSphere Simulations. And I appreciate those guys giving me a copy on it. I know I'll be flying this plane. It's nice. Very nice. All right, guys, it's just a quick stream today. I just wanted to show you guys this plane, and I'll probably be back a little bit later to do some FS economy stuff. We've got a bunch of stuff to move. We've got some supplies to move in the Montana area. We're going to have to resupply the French area that we picked up, so we got a lot of work to do. So anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, quick stream. Just wanted to show you this plane. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Don't forget to subscribe to Bambino Games for more VR aviation with X-Plane 11. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.